Every year, the road to Jerusalem filled with movement, families traveling together, conversations flowing, faith carried on dusty sandals, and among them walked Mary, her thoughts steady, familiar with the rhythm of pilgrimage, while Jesus walked too, no longer a small child, not yet a man, 12 years old, alert, observant, quietly growing into awareness. And as the journey back felt ordinary, familiar, safe, Mary assumed Jesus was nearby, walking with relatives, laughing with cousins, absorbed in the comfort of community, a pattern she had trusted many times before. But as the day stretched into evening and conversations settled into quiet, absence made itself known, leading to confusion, not panic at first, but then questions and urgency when what matters most is suddenly missing, causing Mary to turn back and retrace her steps, both literal and emotional, returning to Jerusalem again, where crowded streets and familiar corners now weighed heavy with worry. And after 3 days of unanswered searching, they finally found him in the temple. Not distressed, not hiding, not lost in the way Mary understood loss, but seated among teachers, listening carefully, asking questions that carried weight beyond his age, with those around him sensing it was not curiosity alone, but clarity. And then Mary's voice broke through the moment, asking, "Why would you do this to us?" Her words not filled with anger, but rather fear, transformed into concern, love shaped by vulnerability. And then Jesus answered, not defensively, not carelessly, but with calm certainty, saying, "Why were you searching for me? Didn't you know I would be in my Father's house?" Revealing not rebellion but revelation, as Mary did not argue or fully understand, but held that moment quietly, storing it much like she had stored so many things she could not yet explain, before Jesus returned home with them, submitting, growing, and living faithfully within his family and community. Yet something had been made clear that day. Even before his public ministry, Jesus was already aligned with purpose, illustrating that he was never lost, but only found somewhere deeper than expectation. As the days passed, and the bustling streets of Jerusalem filled with activity, Mary couldn't shake the memory of that moment in the temple, where Jesus displayed an understanding that both amazed and frightened her, creating a tension within her heart that was difficult to reconcile. She marveled at how her little boy, now blossoming into a young man, navigated conversations with such maturity, asking questions that seemed to resonate with wisdom beyond his years, while she wrestled with the fear of losing him to a world full of unknowns, feeling the weight of a mother's love twist into an ache of uncertainty, as the realization dawned that this was not merely a phase, but a glimpse into the profound purpose he was destined for. Yet, amidst her worries, there was a flicker of pride, knowing that Jesus was carving his path, one defined by a connection to something much greater than herself. And as they journeyed back home together, a deeper understanding began to settle within her, reshaping her perspective on motherhood and faith, as she recognized the divine calling that rested upon her son's shoulders, ultimately accepting that every step forward was intertwined with letting go, allowing her heart to embrace both the joy of seeing him grow and the sorrow of knowing he was meant for extraordinary things, transforming her fears into a quiet strength that would guide them through whatever lay ahead.